जय संस्कार. Standard 9, subject Social Science, chapter number 6. The pages of history are full of innumerable wars fought in ancient India and the world. Yet the most destructive war, which will always be remembered in modern world, is the First and Second World War. The League of Nations was formed with the purpose of establishing permanent peace in the world. But due to certain limitations, it failed, and in 1939, World War II broke out. The disturbed state of mind and horror of World War II persuaded human beings to once again make an efforts for peace and protection of independence. This resulted in establishment of United Nations, 24th of October 1945. 1945 ની અંદર રિક્વાયરમેન્ટ થઈ ગઈ યુનાઇટેડ નેશનને ફોર્મ કરવાની. ફર્સ્ટ વર્લ્ડ વોર પછી તરત રિક્વાયરમેન્ટ હતી જ કે પીસ જે છે એને જનરેટ કરે. એના માટે લીગ ઓફ નેશનનું એસ્ટાબ્લિશમેન્ટ થયું. સમહાઉ ફર્સ્ટ વર્લ્ડ વોરના એન્ડની અંદર જ આગળ આપણે કીધું એમ કે વર્લ્ડ વોર ટુના સીડ્સ જે છે એ શોન થઈ ગયા હતા, ગ્રો કરવા માટે મૂકી દેવાયા હતા, હે ને. તો સેકન્ડ વર્લ્ડ વોર જ્યારે થયું, દેટ વોઝ સો ડિસ્ટ્રક્ટિવ. એટલા બધા માણસો જે છે એમનો જીવ ગયો, એટલા બધા ફાઇનાન્શિયલી કન્ટ્રીઝ ધોવાઈ ગયા. સો દેટ ઇઝ વાય ઇટ વોઝ એક્સ્ટ્રીમ રિક્વાયરમેન્ટ ટુ construct something which is called United Nations for establishment of peace in entire world. The United Nations Charter. So this one is charter. It just shows what kind of thing were there in United Nations Charter. The United Nations Charter starts with preamble and it explains the goal of United Nations. Below given are the goals. These are the goals of United Nations. First one, there is a determination to save future generation from the pain of destructive war. Future generation ne protect karvu destructive war thi. Here emphasis has been laid on responsibilities born out of international law and mutual understanding. So there is certain responsibility of international law. So if certain countries does wrong with the neighboring country or something like that, there is always United Nations which comes to help. They become a mediator or something and they solve whatever the issue or problem is there between two countries, and this is solved by mutual understanding. Second one, emphasis has been laid on developing tolerance mutually so that whole world develops socially. So one has to tolerate something. If we are staying in our family or we are living in our family, then we require to adjust something. We need to tolerate something. All the things doesn't fall the way we require, okay, or we want. So one has to create this kind of or one has to show certain kind of tolerance to this kind of situation. Economic, social and cultural problems should be solved with intervention of United Nations, and human right as well as basic freedom should be disseminated irrespective of caste, language, gender or religion. કોઈ પણ કાસ્ટ જે છે, લેંગ્વેજ, જેન્ડર ઓર રિલિજનને લઈને બેઝિક ફ્રીડમ જે છે એ એન્ટાયર વર્લ્ડના દરેક પર્સનને મળવી જોઈએ, irrespective of anything like caste, religion, etc. Human rights should be preserved, and any economical, social or cultural problem should be solved by intervention of United Nations. Fourth one, lastly, appeal to all nations for cooperation to achieve this objective. One cannot solely do this kind of things because it is related to world peace is our aim. We are seeking world peace. So to do so, each and every nation should contribute into it. Thus, United Nations Charter concludes that dismissal of war and constant urge for peace is the main objective of United Nations. Next is Cold War, reasons and consequences. Though World War II got over, it resulted into creation of America and Russia as superpower while taking the place of England and France in war. England, France, Russia and America were together, but Russian administration policy created differences and thus America and England separated. A strong competition between two superpowers, that is America and Russia, to establish supremacy over the world emerged after Second World War. The power was centralized between two poles, that is America and Russia. Therefore, this time period is considered as a bipolar world order, owing to extremely tense relation between two power blocs. This phase is known as Cold War phase. At various incidents, both superpowers almost came into conflict with one another. So, સુપરપાવર એટ દેટ પર્ટિક્યુલર ટાઈમ બાયપોલર ફેઝ કન્સિડર કર્યો કેમ કે અમેરિકા અને રશિયા વચ્ચેના ટેન્સ રિલેશન હતા. એવું હતું કે કોઈ પણ નાનો એવો બી એટેક થશે અને વળી પાછું વર્લ્ડ વોર 3 જે છે એ કોઝ થઈ જશે. સો વોર વચ્ચેની સિચ્યુએશન જ્યારે કાંઈ ન હોય, બસ ખાલી રાહ જોવાતી હોય કે સામેવાળો અટેક કરે અને આપણે એને ફાઇટ બેક કરીએ, તો એ સિચ્યુએશનને કોલ્ડ વોર કહે છે. સો દેટ વોઝ હેપનિંગ બિટવીન અમેરિકા એન્ડ Russia, which two were considered as a superpower at that particular time, and both want to establish supremacy over the world. There was a basic change in relations among powerful nations of the world after World War. America and Soviet Union, who had once allied and fought against Nazi Germany and fascist Italy, emerged as a leader of two rival power blocs and military power. So America and Soviet Union, so before a certain time, Russia was considered as a very huge country, and Soviet Union was a part of people in Russia, okay. So they fought with Nazis in Germany as well as fascists in Italy. But after this war, these two became superpower because they two are rivals also, and they do have a military power. Thus the world war started between them. Though Britain and France also had emerged victorious, yet they lost the status of great powers due to terrible ruination caused by revenge of war and ending imperialism. Germany, Italy and Japan do not only lost the war but also were ruined economically, politically and militarily. After the war, Soviet Union, Russia captured eastern areas of Germany and other eastern countries like Austria, Albania, Hungary, Yugoslavia, Czechoslovakia, Poland, Romania, Bulgaria and Baltic state. Later on, they gave away reins of power to respective communist party of those countries. They did this to continue their supremacy or superiority on this country during 1949. By conducting a nuclear test, the Soviet Union directly changed the monopolistic nuclear power of America. Meanwhile, democratic system was gradually established in Western European countries that were liberated by British and American forces. So many things were happening into the world. The world distributed among army groups. So, because this many attacks, this many Second World Wars after effect, this all caused trouble. So, world was distributing into the army groups. One of the most important aspect of conflict of ideology was a mutual distrust and sense of doubt on the intention of rival group. So, what was the reason for this conflict? Because everyone was thinking that the rival group will cheat us, okay, sense of doubt and mutual distrust. They cannot trust other countries, rival groups. So that is why this situation was arriving. Owing to fear born out of mutual distrust and doubts, both the powers established their own military bases, led and inspired by America. Western democratic countries on the North Atlantic Ocean established military organization which is called North Atlantic Treaty Organization. In April 1949, approximately the time when Britishers were ready to leave India. Thereafter, to protect southeastern countries from the onslaught of Soviet Union communism, America and England established one more military organization which is called SEATO, which is Southeast Asia Treaty Organization. Russia established military organization named as Warsaw Pact against CEATO, which is Southeast Asia Treaty Organization. One more military organization which is called CENTO, Central East North Treaty Organization, or Baghdad Treaty, was established in Middle Eastern countries under the leadership and inspiration of England. Here various Arab countries joined CENTO. Later on, America took over its leadership. So these many groups were established on the basis of military or army. Okay. Next is armament, disarmament, nuclear weapon creation and its application. Now once you have your own group, then you will try to have more arm power, more manpower. So this kind of thing was happening. More people were adding into army, etc. Certain countries do had nuclear power. Certain countries strongly willing to have this nuclear power and its applications. The Cold War, which was meant for dominance over the world, was rise to fierce competition among superpower. And for the sake of dominance, armament race was given high priority. America had used atom bomb for first time on two cities of Japan, namely Hiroshima and Nagasaki. આ તમે ઘણી વખત જોયું હશે કે અમેરિકાએ ડ્યુરિંગ સેકન્ડ વર્લ્ડ વોર બે કન્ટ્રી હતા જાપાનના જેના ઉપર આવી રીતે ન્યુક્લિયર બોમ્બથી અટેક કર્યું એન્ડ ધીસ વોઝ અ ફર્સ્ટ ટાઈમ ઇન હિસ્ટ્રી કે ન્યુક્લિયર વેપન્સનો યુઝ થયો. This way, America proved its supremacy. Within next 4 years, the Soviet Union too proved its capacity of making atom bomb by conducting a nuclear test. This created power balance between two power. Because before એવું હતું ખાલી અમેરિકા પાસે સુપર પાવર હતો, ન્યુક્લિયર પાવર હતો. Certain time after રશિયા જે છે એણે પોતાનો ન્યુક્લિયર ટેસ્ટ કર્યો, કોઈ બીજા કન્ટ્રી ઉપર અટેક ના કર્યો બટ ટેસ્ટ કર્યો સક્સેસફુલી. દેટ મીન્સ દે આર ઓલ્સો એબલ ટુ ડુ ધીસ કાઇન્ડ ઓફ થિંગ. America declared blockade of communist Cuba, which was on southeast. to defend Cuba against possible attack of America. The Soviet Union sent ships loaded with nuclear missile to Caribbean Sea. સો અમેરિકાએ ક્યુબા કરીને એક નાનું એવું કમ્યુનિસ્ટ કન્ટ્રી છે એના ઉપર બ્લોકેડ કર્યું, મતલબ એને ચારે તરફથી ઘેરી લીધું, બરાબર. હવે આ સિચ્યુએશનની અંદર ગમે ત્યારે એવું પોસિબલ હતું કે અમેરિકા ક્યુબા ઉપર અટેક કરે. સો એને પ્રોટેક્ટ કરવા માટે રશિયાએ પોતાની ન્યુક્લિયર મિસાઇલ ભરેલી શિપ જે છે એને રિવર સાઇડથી મોકલી કે જો અટેક કરવામાં આવશે ક્યુબા ઉપર તો મિસાઇલથી અટેક કરવામાં આવશે અમેરિકા ઉપર. Caribbean Sea ની અંદર both the superpower threatened each other to use nuclear power. The world was almost on a verge of nuclear war. Finally, leadership of America and Soviet Union had a talk on hotline for the first time. The Soviet Union decided to withdraw its ships and America decided to curb nuclear missiles aimed towards the Cuba. The whole episode is known as Cuban Crisis. The episode is important episode in world politics. It began communication between two superpowers. This incident is an important towards the process of disarmament of nuclear power. The entire Cuban crisis is considered as the beginning of end of the Cold World War. So that was the first time when two superpowers talked to each other and decided to step back. And this particular event is considered as a disarmament, starting of disarmament. America, the Soviet Union and the Britain agreed on maintaining control over nuclear production, experiment and proliferation. કોઈ પણ વસ્તુ છે એનો ન્યુક્લિયર પાવર જે છે એનાથી જે હાર્મફુલ ઇફેક્ટ હતી જાપાનની અંદર એ આજ સુધી જોવા મળે છે. સો ટુ ઓવરકમ ધીસ કાઇન્ડ ઓફ સિચ્યુએશન something has to be done. So America, Britain and Soviet Union, that means Russia, all two tied up together and they decided that they won't be generate more this kind of weapons. They won't do competition regarding this and they will try to minimize the usage. This agreement was known as Partial Nuclear Test Ban Treaty. France, of course, refused to sign this treaty. China also conducted a nuclear test in 1964 and refused to sign treaty. This treaty imposed ban on conducting nuclear tests in open atmosphere. And of course, except Communist China, the other four were already permanent member of United Nations Security Council, possessing a veto power. Veto power, that is the highest power, I will say, because these five countries right now, these five countries do have this veto power. If five of them are not agree into anything, then that particular thing will not be pursued. Apart from nuclear weapons and missiles, superpowers have also developed chemical and biological weapons. Biological weapons, that means human bomb, and chemical weapons, that is a certain kind of bomb blast, etc., which are planned by, okay. These weapons of mass destruction can kill millions of people without damaging any materialistic wealth. People would die miserably while suffering from various diseases because of these lethal weapons. During the decades, many important and far-fetching changes took place in international politics. Owing to many reasons, the Cold War among the superpowers was ended and so the nuclear ban treaty helped in this concern. India has always welcomed this treaty, but it is always supporter of disarmament. The world will be always in danger until disarmament of lethal weapon is not done. So world will always be in urge, or all the people of world would be scared. Like this or that particular country has nuclear power and they can use it against us, our country. Okay, this kind of fear should be there. So India is always supporter of disarmament. India has also signed this treaty also. India always supports the peace. Okay, so that's all for now. Next would be in next session. Thank you.